Hello everyone. So I'm going to be showing y'all red chain feeds. I'm going to show y'all the dock outside and the warehouse and kind of where all the feeds kept. I'll show you kind of what the boys do, and then I'll come inside and show y'all the store, and then I'll show you kind of my responsibilities and the counter and the office and all of that stuff. So here we go. Okay, so here's the warehouse. Most of our tubs and anything that's kind of a back stock is kept back here. So there's a bunch of tons that we don't have room for up front, so we store them back here normally. There's more tubs back there, and then here's the main floor out here. So we've got all our goat feed, dog food. This is all horse feed here. And then we move down to, we got rice bran, we've got whole oats, got our range meal for cattle, our Dunkin' Supreme milking ration. Here's where the loading and unloading dock is for the trucks that come in. So basically they'll just back up right here, and then the boys will take the forklift and load them up and unload them. And then this is where the dock is, where we load customers. So they'll just back their truck up like this. And you can kind of see how big it is. Our hay barn is over there. And then that's our bulk bin. It holds 20% cubes. And so the customers will just pull their trip hoppers or their trucks up under there, and we'll load them out. And I'll show y'all kind of how the scale works later. There's some of our other products that we carry. And then we'll go back inside. There's the forklifts. Okay, so here's some of the products that we'll carry. Anything from rat traps to your sprays and permethrin. We've got fly control. We've got birdseed down there. Catfish food. Some of the ropes, halters, hay nets, basically everything you could think of. We've got wormer for horses. We've got all sorts of supplements and whatnot here. Treats, fly spray. And then over here we've got all the cattle needs. So we've got hot shots. We've got our paint sticks. We've got our powdered milk and some different supplements, and we've got pour-ons. And then here's some of our merchandise. And then here's some of our medicines as well that we keep in the refrigerator. We've also got a knife case as well. So here's the two computers. I'll show you all the office first. So this is the office. My manager's normally in here. She's working the counter for me right now. But this is how the checks kind of get entered in. So we put them into Excel. And so we keep them in this little bag right here. But all you do is just enter in the check number, and then we enter in the price. And that's really about it in here, other than like doing time cards and stuff. We'll put them on the computer and stuff like that. And here's, it's not super official, but this is our feed order. We normally just write it down. So like we do 2 tons, 3 tons. This is 20 bags. Just kind of whatever needs to be restocked at the time. We don't keep too terribly much, just because not everybody buys everything, and we're starting to slow down too because we're getting into the summertime. So not much is going on right now. We've got our cameras set up, and this is our time cards. So I'll show y'all the counter here in just a second. There's a customer out there. There's our manager too. That's Fancy. So, and then some of the responsibilities I kind of take care of is checking customers out, obviously. I sort the invoice book. I enter any trucks in that need to be entered into inventory, and then I enter in any products that we get in. So like any orders from Nelson Wholesale, I'll get in, stuff like that. And then towards the end of the day, sometimes I'll help with the drawer, like with cash and stuff, or I'll help with checks too, and getting those counted out and stamping them for the bank and whatnot. So I'll show you kind of how our program that we have on the computer works as well. So here's a couple of orders, for example. So that's a Nelson Wholesale, so that's all the products that we got in this morning. And so we just enter those into inventory. And here's the truck order as well. So we have, these are our little codes that we enter into the computer, and all of our feed that we got today. And there's the quantity. So this would be, for example, 2 tons, 20 bags. This would be a ton. So I'll kind of show you. So this is our, basically our feed order entry. So you enter in the customer right here, and then it'll bring up, so like I'll show you an example. So that it shows the customer's name, and then like you can enter in a code and it'll bring up the product. We'll do 1, and then it'll give us the total down here. And then here is the feed order entry, so where we do inventory. So we just click tab here, make sure that says Stephenville. And then we go down to the bottom and we can enter in a code. Say we got a ton of that, so that'll be entered in there. So that's basically how that works. So delete that here. So this is the invoice book. So they're all numbered, and they're in alphabetical order, and then the different invoices all have their own number and letter. So normally it starts with their the first letter of their last name, and then they'll have a number. So we have to put them in numerical order. So obviously 5 would go before 162, etc. So that's kind of how that works, and they'll get separated out as well the next morning from yellow copy to pink copy. And that's kind of our code cheat sheet, our price sheet here. It's got everything on it, from dog food to coastal hay, everything. Here's the scales to the bulk bin. So currently there's roughly like 13,000 pounds out there. These are the cards, or the little pieces of paper that we put in to this little machine here. So basically, you put the date, customer, and the commodity, which is the 20% cubes, and then you'll print the 0 out weight on there, and then we will click, so you click tear and then print, and that prints the 0, and then it'll load however much pounds they get, and then you'll just hit print and then gross net, and then it'll take it back to what's in there currently. I'll go back here and talk to you all a little bit more. So basically, that's about it that I do here. I'll occasionally help the manager order feed or do inventory checks and things like that on the feed and on stuff inside as well. And I'll help her do with time cards. I'll sometimes count the drawer. It just kind of depends on the day if we're busy or not. I think a lot of the lessons that I've learned here is to be patient with customers and understand what their wants and needs are, and try to meet those as well. I know a lot of people come in here that get frustrated at times with feed that maybe had been bad, and so we try and do our best to accommodate them, and we'll be like, okay, no worries, we'll just trade it out, no extra charge, nothing, like, just try and make it easier on them so that, makes them want to come back and say we had good customer service, things like that. I've also learned how to do a lot of time management with all the projects and stuff that we have to do daily, whether that be checking inventory, checking feed orders outside, what we need, what we don't need, making sure the counts are up to date as well, getting all that done so everything on the computers are always right too. So I think that has a lot to do with the stuff that I've learned here. I know getting along with coworkers too. We get along very well. We all joke and play, and it's a good time, and so I really have enjoyed it here. So that's about all I have to show y'all. So hope it was good. Thank you.